Hi everyone, welcome, or should I say welcome back to another video. Today's video is a video that on a topic that is near and dear to me. I'm quite passionate about this topic, and I was encouraged by a lot of people to share it because I do share it with my friends and family, and so they encouraged me to share this passion with you all. Probably it will help someone out there to be better at their personal finance. And so the video today is how to get started on your personal finance journey. And so it may seem that let me just start by saying that I am located in the Caribbean in Grenada, and we are off the mindset, myself also probably in the past, like it's very hard to be on a financial journey and to save and to be debt free and to live that sort of life, because in the Caribbean we basically live I would say, as we say, hand to mouth. As we get paid, the money is gone because our salaries are so low and our expenses are pretty high in regards to things are expensive basically. And so it's very hard to feel like, I'm going to get out of this, or I'm ever going to make it to a certain level. And so I have started my personal finance journey, and it's been a couple of years now that I've been on this journey, slowly building. I'm not where I want to be, I'm not where I should be, and it's a learning curve for me. And so I wanted to just share certain things because I've shared with my friends and family, and they have implemented a few of them and it has worked for them. And so I just wanted to share that with you as well, based on them encouraging me, because one of the things in our culture in the Caribbean is that we don't speak about money like that. We don't speak about our income, we don't speak about our expenses until things are like in the gutter and like probably somebody's sick and we need money. I'm like, oh, you don't have no money saved. Or if we end up in some sort of incident, accident, whatever, and then like we don't have no money saved. And so that is the only time we really speak about money, like when we don't have it. But throughout the entire time, we don't really speak about it. And I think it should become a norm to educate ourselves and to be knowledgeable about it. So first thing on when you're starting your financial journey is that you have to know your why. Why do you want to be on this journey, right? And when I say your personal financial journey, it could be anything, whatever you want to save for, whatever you want to be good with your money with. And so why do you want to be good with your money? And for me personally, my why is because I do not want to be 60, 65, 70 years and still working unless I want to, but not because I have to. And that is my why. So if I want to continue to work, I do, but I don't want to have to because I have to meet my needs and I didn't cater for them. And in the Caribbean culture, what we see is that our parents, grandparents, they work until probably they die. And so I don't think that is the dream. I don't think that we were made to work our entire lives until we die. I think that we are meant to enjoy life. And so therefore, for me personally, I do not want to work like that. And so that's why I'm on this journey now, to get in line so that I can accomplish this dream of having a good retirement there for me in the future. But for me to reach to that level, there are steps that I need to take before I can be like, okay, well, I start saving for retirement, because I haven't started saving. Actually, I probably have, but we'll move into that a little bit later. But I started aggressively saving for retirement. Let me just say that. So know your why. So my why is that I don't want to be working, probably even in my 50s. I don't want to be working hard unless I want to. not because I have to. Yes. The second step to be able to reach to that level of knowing, okay, I know my why, but I don't know what is it that I'm going to do, how I'm going to reach there. You start to educate yourself. And how you educate yourself is you read books, you listen to podcasts, and you watch some YouTube videos. That's basically what I did. Because I am no expert. That's basically what I did. I read some books, I listen to some podcasts, and I watch some YouTube videos. Some of the books that I have read so far, you have some others I've loaned them out. I've read one of my favorites, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert T. Kiyosaki. Great for persons like myself who is an entrepreneur, how I can navigate that. Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice, another great one. I'm currently reading this one as we speak. And then one of my all-time favorites, one that you should always reread, I think, is The Richest Man in Babylon. Very simple principles, but a great book. And these are just some of the financial books that I've read so far and is reading. I've also read Dave Ramsey's book, The 7 Baby Steps that Dave Ramsey has. And I watched Dave Ramsey on YouTube. That's one of the financial persons that I watch. I like his videos. There are other financial persons that I do watch. But what I noticed, like in the Caribbean, we don't speak about finance. We don't do finance. And so the videos are more American or English related, though we can basically take a lot of the concepts that they have and use it to us. There aren't much people within the Caribbean speaking about personal finance like that on YouTube. I've actually typed it in and tried to get it, and very rare. I see 1 or 2 Jamaicans, but you don't really see anybody else talking about personal finance on that level based on the Caribbean like this. So hopefully that does change. And then of course, podcasts, the same, Dave Ramsey. I like Anthony O'Neill's podcast. There's other podcasts based on investing, how you can invest, and I've been watching a lot of these for me to learn. I haven't started investing, but I've been educating myself on it. Even following financial pages and stuff like that on Instagram to get motivation. If you see me looking down, I wrote it down just so I don't forget. The next step is to get started. After the education part is continuous. It's always continuous because you educate yourself continuously. But the next part is to get started. And how do you get started is for you to know how much you're making. And yes, you know your salary. I'm not saying no, you don't, but write it down. Make sure to write it down. Write down how much is it that you are making and how much is it that you are spending in the month. Every single month, write that budget down. It will give you, like, seeing it on paper is different than, because we all know, okay, I know I pay internet bill $105. I know I pay my phone bill $50. I know that I have to put gas in my van. I know that I have to buy groceries. I know that I have to pay the electricity bill. I know that I have to pay insurance, whatever it is, you know those things. But write it down and it becomes much more clearer to you how you can navigate that. So every single month, because no 1 month budget is the same. For example, my January's budget is not the same as my February's budget. My January's budget, I had to pay van insurance. I had to do some other stuff, particularly with my business. My February's budget, now I have to inspect my van. I have to make sure that my tires are properly. That's a whole nother thing. So no 1 month budget is the same as the other. So write that down every month. One of the game changers, and I've actually started implementing that last year into my budget, is tracking my expenses. Everything that I spend. So if I spend 50 cents, I know you're probably thinking I'm exaggerating. Nope, I'm not. If I spend 50 cents, I write it down. I spend 50 cents every day. Like, sometimes I don't do it every day, but I'll do it like in the morning or in the evening, whatever it is. I'm like, okay, this is what I spend. And that helps you analyze your spending. Where is your money going? What is it that you are spending money on? Why can't you see your money? Why are you living hand to mouth? That is what that teaches you. I remember probably sometime last year, like in November, I was going out a lot eating in restaurants. I budget about $100 to go out in restaurants for the month. I blew like $300. I was like, girl, you spent all that money in going out? So I had to pull it back. And because I wrote it down, so I was able to see, like, I spent $300 going to Umbrellas, going to One Love, going to all these different restaurants and eating. And I love to go out in a restaurant and eat. If you know me, like, it's essential for my life. But at the end of the day, I also was able to see that I overspent in this area and I need to wheel it back in. So that is why tracking your expenses is very important. Even on groceries, you should budget on an amount for your groceries based on your household. So if you're if you are a 2-person, 4 persons, whatever it is, really budget your spending for like groceries. Groceries is one of the categories where you basically blow money, and I would know because I still do it up to now. I still go over that grocery budget ever so often. So groceries is one of the killer ones. And in my tips and tricks video, I will say some of the tips and tricks I do for budgeting. But you know, in regards to tracking your expenses, it's essential. And then the last tip on basically how to start your personal finance journey, and this one is very nice and fun. You get things, tools that would make your budgeting life easier and fun. And when I say easier, for example, you could buy a notebook specifically for budget, and there are many different ideas on how you can do that on Pinterest. You can buy layouts. People have budget layouts on Etsy. You can buy budget the word is not coming to me. You can buy budget planners. These are also great to help you with your budgeting, as well as if you want to do different savings challenges. You can, if you want to save specifically for certain things. I know that locally I have these here, which are some savings challenge charts. I actually started some already that someone made here locally in Grenada, and these are just some of them. This one is like the emergency fund, $1,000. I already started this one. I saved $30. This one is like a birthday tracker. This one is a traveling tracker. This one is another emergency fund. This one is a staycation fund, and this one is a Christmas fund. And there are others, even for Carnival, which is quite expensive as well. You can have different trackers that would help you to save for different things throughout the year, which is quite great, I believe. And you implement tools and things. You get stickers. You get another thing that I have to make my budgeting not monotonous is this. It is my binder, and basically my name is on it, and it says my goal is financial freedom, which it is. And then I have different categories which I put money in every month. So I have food, utilities, medical, bars, dates and entertainment, shopping. I have debt, savings, income, emergency fund, car, housing, vacation, hobbies, personal, beauty, and I have a miscellaneous section. So this is another thing that I use to make my budgeting fun, because I wouldn't say that it's boring. I personally like it, but to other people it may seem like it's a lot of work. So get things that make your budgeting fun. So this is the end of the video. I would love for y'all, to subscribe for future videos. There are going to be other videos on how to budget and finance. This is something that I would love to share, especially seeing that we are in the Caribbean region and we don't get a lot of information on how to do it. I mean, yes, we are aware of it, but to say how to do it, we don't really have that information. And of course, I'm willing to share what I am doing to help somebody else along the way, because I know a lot of people want to be good with their money. They want to save, whatever is their goal, but they just don't know how to. And I felt that way because for years I was budgeting. It's not that I wasn't, but I wasn't doing it good. And so I wasn't, even though I saved, it was not properly. It was like aimlessly, I should say. And so I hope that you can pick something up from that video, get the encouragement and the motivation to start your journey. Know your why. Why is it that you want to save? Why is it that you want to start this personal finance journey of getting your finances in order? And of course, I would like to have you all back, so subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video with a friend so that they will learn something. And of course, it's always peace and love on this channel. So see y'all in the next video.